welcome to today's Big Brother 19 updates and spoilers. Our house guest today is Catherine B. Woo! Because we gotta give it up for Canada. Happy 150th birthday. Happy Canada Day. We love you. Canada's amazing. And Catherine, I hope you're enjoying celebrating right now. And all of our Canadian friends, hope you guys are having a great day too. Alright, so I wanted to start things off with an update on Megan's departure, because by the time we filmed this yesterday, she hadn't put out any kind of statement yet. So then once I saw it, I was like, oh my god, that's so awful. So it turns out that Megan was sexually assaulted while she was in the Navy, and she was suffering from PTSD from that. And it came back while she was in the house because all these people were yelling at her. She was getting in all these confrontations. So that was causing a lot of anxiety for her. It was making her feel like physically ill, throwing up. And it did happen, that fight with Alex and Jessica with the whole somebody potentially made a racial slur or whatever. That seems like the thing that really put her over the edge there, that was causing her a lot of anxiety. So she and the producers agreed that it would be best for her to leave. And I have to say, my heart really goes out to her. I hope she's okay. I think that was really courageous of her to tell everybody what was really going on. So props to her for that. And I hope she's going to be okay. Megan, we're rooting for you. I totally, you know, no disrespect there. Definitely agree with her decision. So now that's out of the way. Yesterday, they had the Power Veto competition. Oh my god, it's so hot in here again. It was hosted by Kevin. The players were Cody, Alex, Jillian, Jason, Matt, and Raven. There was some sort of water element to this comp because they were all wearing swimsuits, some sort of like ocean theme, and it sounds like it was that stacking competition that they had the first week last season. Remember they had the dog bones? I think it was like that, but with a different theme. And there was like a water element this time. So you guys all know that Alex won, which is great for her because she was the target this week. And Raven, I believe, got a slot pass. So that's a huge relief too, because, you know, she's got her gastroparesis, right? Gastroparesis. And it would have been really difficult for her, maybe impossible for her to eat that slop. So that's good that she got that slop pass. But anyway, after the competition, the feeds come back on. Bless you. And Alex lets the feedsters know she wants to take out that whole group of showmances and friends. Woo! Go Alex! She's really moving up in my books. Alright, so then after the competition, the cool kids meet up in the HOH room. Cody, Jess, bless you again, Matt, Mark, Elena, Dominique, and Raven were all upstairs. They really wanted Alex out. Jess was especially pissed. She was freaking sitting in that HOH bed like she was really mad because Alex and Jess are sworn enemies. So now the group is talking about Jason potentially going up as the renom and going home because he's not in their cool kids group and he's really close with Alex, so they figure if they can't get her, they should go for Jason. So I'm just making the funniest face right now. Alright, so it turns out too, the power of veto really came down to Jason and Alex, and they're pretty surprised that she didn't throw it to him so that both of them would be safe this week. But I don't blame Alex because this is like the second week of the show. Are you really going to trust someone you just met to use the POV on you when you can just win it yourself? No! So good for her for going for it, even though it would really suck to see Jason go this week too. So Paul joins the group upstairs and he's like, alright guys, real quick, we got to think about this here. Although it seems like Jason is the obvious option this week, we shouldn't be sleeping on Ramses. Like, we really need to pay attention to him because he's really smart. He's been gathering info this whole time. People don't even, like, mention any, like, don't notice when he walks into a room. He just gets that info and goes. Again, nobody says anything about it. So we need to look out for him. And Matt's like, yeah, I hear what you're saying, but we need to take out competition threats, meaning Jason over Ramses, because the only way we're not making juries if we don't win HOH. Oh my god, here we go! Again, some big ass alliance just assuming they're gonna win every competition and there's gonna be no twists and turns and they're all gonna make it to the jury. Okay, so eventually this group breaks up because they don't want it to look too suspicious, so they kind of start filing out of the HOH room. So Elena goes down to the storage room. She's talking to Ramses, and Ramses is like, have you heard my name at all? You know, like, have you heard it mentioned? Elena says, no, you're good, don't worry. They were just talking about him. Elena also says there hasn't been any talk of an alliance on her side. Okay. I will agree, like, yeah, there's not really a set alliance formed with the cool kids yet. I believe it was Cody who was like, I don't want to, like, put anything in stone right now. But hello, you're acknowledging that there are two sides here. When you're saying my side, that's pretty much as good as being in an alliance. Just because it doesn't have a name doesn't mean it doesn't exist. So it's like crazy, but Ramsey's just like, okay, cool. Alright, so Cody, Jess, and Dominique were still up in the HOH room. And Cody's like, you know what, this isn't that bad. Like, yeah, you guys wanted Alex out this week, but I think that if one of the outsiders were to win HOH next week, we could pull one of them in and it would be all good. So Dominique's like, well, what are your thoughts on Alex? And Cody says, I still like and respect the chick. She'd be a great asset. That wasn't like snark. That was real. So Jess is basically like, she did not like hearing that. So Jess is like, if you try to bring, I think the devil's trying to come out. So Jess is like, if you try to bring Alex over to this side, you are putting one of our lives in jeopardy. So Cody's like, well, I think that I can convince Alex not to put any of us up if she wins the HOH. What? He thinks that Alex is gonna put up like one of her own people or something just because Cody tells her to. Okay. And I know that they're expecting Josh to go next week, but if you were in like the outside weirdo crowd, wouldn't you want Josh to stay because you don't want to do the cool kids' dirty work? Like, that's what I would think. But anyway, Jess wants absolutely no part of Alex. She does not want them to work with her. She does not even want to live with her. She doesn't want to live with her in jury. So she's saying, like, it's not just me. Like, a lot of people feel this way. So then Cody clarifies, like, relax. This is just a backup plan in case Alex wins HOH. So then Matt joins the discussion, and they're talking about Paul's idea that he brought up to put up Ramsey's this week in Alex's place. They don't think it's such a great idea because Matt is saying, again, if we get rid of Jason this week and Alex next week, we're all going to make it to jury. Okay, you keep thinking that, Matt. So then Cody and Jess find themselves alone in the HOH room. And I kid you not, Jess freaking starts straddling Cody, and as she's doing this, she says, I want to have a heart-to-heart. Oh, did she mean a part-to-part? What? Yeah. Okay, so she asks Cody, did you throw the competition to Alex? Because she didn't think that he was going as hard as he could have. It seemed really suspicious. He keeps talking about how much he respects Alex. So he's like, oh no, like I 1000% wanted to win that competition. So Jess is like, well, everybody's worried about Alex being around and you're such a great leader and we all look up to you, but it's like weirding everybody out that you're so like gung-ho about keeping Alex around when she puts us in jeopardy. So Cody's like, well, everybody should just stop being pussies about it. Oh, shit! That was his word. Okay, so she did not like that. But Cody says, I will make myself a target before you guys. Like, if this shit hits the fan, I will take the fall. Okay, so then this conversation's over. Jess is venting to Dominique and Paul about Cody's weird relationship with Alex, and she's like, you know what, we basically gave him that first HOH because they had to pick somebody from their team to compete, and he's not being a team player and doing what we want. So Paul is like, whoa, 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 he's trying to keep things together here. This alliance is already crumbling and it's not even official. But he's like, we need to pull together next week as a team and backdoor Alex. It's fine, just relax, it's all good. Meanwhile, we've got Cody chatting with Mark in the storage room, and Cody is like, Jessica's antics are not gonna work on me. And he says, I don't think she realizes how little influence she has on me. Oh snap, but she straddled him and everything. So he also says that he thinks that Jess is jealous of Alex Oh my god. Yes, that is accurate. And he also dumps on Mark that he's thinking about making a deal with Jason this week. He's gonna keep him off the block and, you know, ensure his safety for next week or something. Who's he gonna put up? Okay, so then Kevin and Paul were talking in the Apple Lounge. Oh my god, this is the game chat that I have been waiting for. So they both agree they're gonna look out for each other on their respective sides. Kevin isn't really on, they're both kind of like not really on a side. I see them both in the middle, but Paul definitely leans more towards cool kids. Kevin, I feel, is equally cool with both sides, but I guess he'd be safer with the outsiders. So Paul knows that Kevin got the $25,000. Yeah, so Kevin must have told him before the camera changed to their conversation, because we didn't see that from the beginning. So I don't know if Paul shared with him that he's safe for 3 weeks. I don't think so, but Kevin definitely told him about the money. But Paul says everybody thinks that Ramsey's won it, so just play it cool. You're all good. Your secret's safe with me. Okay, so Paul does tell Kevin, if you want my advice, I think maybe you should dumb it down a little bit with these people. Dominique is on to you being smart, so, you know, just hide your intelligence a little bit, because you don't want people to feel threatened by you. So then Kevin's like, all right, well, what's our name gonna be? Are we PK or KP? What sounds better? I don't care, I'm just happy they're working together. Okay, so other than that, it was a pretty boring night. A bunch of people went to bed or napped super early at like 10 p.m. And I'm guessing this is a result of Big Brother making them stay awake between the hours of 10 a.m. and 10 p.m., which I do appreciate, because it is very hard being a live feeder on the East Coast. West Coast, you don't know how good you have it. But yeah, it does make them go to bed a little bit earlier at times. That's fine. So then the backyard opened up around midnight. Some people were hanging out back there, but again, nothing really earth-shattering. So then this morning there was a surprise from BB in the storage room. Each house guest gets 2 Big Brother cups. I'm guessing that this merchandise is available on the CBS website. So they each get one of those like jar ones with the straw and one like coffee one, I guess. So Kevin was the first one in there this morning. He was having a damn good time with his cups. He made up this little song and dance. So funny. Okay, so then this morning some of the house guests were working out. Mark was doing lunges and squats with Ramsey's horizontal across his shoulders. Okay. Cody was eating slop for breakfast again, even though he's not have-not. Whatever. Okay, and then Cody and Matt were chatting in the HOH bathroom, and Cody's like, I'm going to tell you something right now that only really Dominique and I think it was Mark know about. So he tells Matt, I'm going to make a deal with Alex and Jason. And Matt's just like, all right, I trust you. You know, it's all good. There is a little bit of weirdness between Cody and Matt, because Cody is aware that Matt was freaking out a little bit, that Cody's being very secretive about who he's going to put up as a replacement nominee, and Matt for sure wants Jason out. So Cody's like, I want to weed the emotion out of the team. And he says a lot of people aren't going to understand my next move. What the hell is he planning? I don't know if he's planning on putting up Paul. That's not going to work, because Paul has the 3 weeks of safety from the Den of Temptation, but nobody knows that yet. Maybe he's planning on putting up one of his own teammates. I don't know, but it is very mysterious. So then Alex and Jillian were having a game chat, and they're trying to figure out what the votes are going to be like this week, who Jillian has the best chance of staying against. So they think that she'll be safe against Jason if he does go up, because he's a bigger threat, and she should be good. Alright, so then Cody pulls Ramsey's aside to chat, and he's just like, you don't want to go up on the block, right? Ramsey's like, no, I don't. So he tells Ramsey's, if you win HOH next week, will you protect who I want you to protect? And Ramsey's like, yeah. What's he gonna say? No? So Cody's just like, okay, cool, good chat. I guess Ramsey's isn't going up. So then Cody pops in to talk to Alex and Jillian, and he tells them, I want you guys to relax and enjoy this week. I want you to have fun. And they're just like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, we're both up on the block. What are you smoking? So he's like, well, I can't tell you guys what I'm gonna do, but just trust me. Like, I haven't told anyone what I'm gonna do. So he says it'll all make sense. What the frig is he doing? Okay, so later, this is unrelated. Christmas and Jillian were up in the HOH room. They were messing with the safety deposit boxes. They ended up finding a master key, and they were trying out all of the locks on the boxes, and they were able to open one of them, but it was empty. And Big Brother was like, stop that. Stop that. So they stopped that. But anyway, I know that Jillian told Alex about it. I don't know if Christmas told anyone about it yet. But I'm not sure if the power veto ceremony is going to be tomorrow or Monday. Usually it's on a Monday, but because they had the POV comp a day earlier, I don't know if they're going to do it on Sunday. The first week, like I said yesterday, is always really weird with the timing. But nobody knows at this point what Cody's going to do. He hasn't told anyone, even Jessica. So it seems like Paul is getting a little bit nervous that Cody hasn't told anybody, because usually in that kind of situation, it's not good. It's not good. If you are not willing to bounce your ideas off of someone, it might be because it's a bad idea and you're like, you don't want to tell them until after it's over. I don't know. But Paul's like, oh shit, maybe it's me. So he's going to be talking to Cody. We'll see if he gets any info out of him. I honestly don't know what Cody's planning right now. Leave your guesses in the comments. I'd love to read them. And let me know what you think of what's going on right now. And until tomorrow, much love.